Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's see. Just gonna just kind of continue where we left off last weekend. Something I think we could probably mess with is just trying to get the animations onto the new rig. Maybe fix any weight paints around the shoulders. I don't know how much I want to mess with that. We'll probably just time box that because that could get annoying very fast. Um, and then maybe mess with shape keys on the face. We'll see. Kind of what I'm feeling today, and then we'll eventually have to import the new model into Godot and mess with it as well. So got some stuff there. So let's see. So let's start by going to pose mode and messing with her rig. Kind of see how it looks. Oh, whoops, that's mirrored. It looks decent. Yeah, this bend around the skirt isn't the best, but I think that's also just because there's not a lot of resolution there on the model. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. And it clips here too, but I don't really care right now. Stretch the foot up here. There we go. Perfect. Let's see your hands. Yeah. Just gets a little messy when we pull the arm up, but on the sides looks fine. And this clips in a little bit. I think I could probably just add the geometry there. How about the fingers? Yeah, they curl pretty good. Less so, but it looks fine. Why only one watching? I just started, so some people will probably just have to come in. I'm also not a very large streamer. I kind of just do this on the weekends, so. But that's okay, though. In some ways, it kind of serves two purposes. It's one, it's like I can kind of continue generating content, but it also lets me work on my stuff too. So it's like not too bad, regardless of viewership. It is cool to see people hopping in though. All right, this looks okay. Her neck needs to bend. Scarf. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I mentioned this last stream, but yeah, this is just the way I made the model here. I'll have to fix that at some point. But honestly, I'm not worried about it right now. You're not going to really see it at that angle. You're gonna see mostly from here. And it's like, yeah, it's fine. Alright, yeah, so the only really issues we have, let's see, how about the shoulder? Yeah, shoulder's a little messed up, but that's okay. I think maybe when we go through the animations, we can play around with the weight paints a little bit. But it's fine for the moment. Drink a drink. Okay. Pull this up. There might be some animation data in here already. Okay. Yeah, we want it this way. Okay. Alright. I think this is the old rig. I think we can get rid of that. The old normals too, we can get rid of that too. I think we can get rid of that too, but get rid of this too. Could move this out of the collection. There we go. So we're in object mode. Let's see. Pose. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Okay. I think this was the pose I used to make the Christmas drawing. It actually came out pretty good. Her hair clips through her hand, but that's whatever. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, so it looks like we might not have too many issues. I'm suspecting that with the other animation, her arm placement's going to be messed up because I changed it, but we'll have to see. Okay, default. The same as this default? Yeah, okay. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to import some animations from other files. So I have, oops. So I have, I'll talk about this at some point, but I want to try to put them in here first. But basically what I like to do for animation workflows is I create separate Blender files and group them by like the animations function. So like in this case, general just be like locomotion, like walking and running type stuff. Bow would be all for the bow attacks basically. Let's go ahead and load all the animations. Oops. I loaded. There we go. So we're just going to go ahead and see how these look. So this one's a little bit, I don't even use this one, so it's not a big deal. Just for like if she was jumping. Also doesn't look too terrible. Again, just issues with the legs. But like, yeah, it's fine. Okay, this one really messed up. Okay. How about this one? Yeah, that's messed up too. Okay. Her finger. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so some of them like look okay and some of them are like pretty bad. So that's, I think what I'm gonna do is we'll go ahead and regenerate these from Mixamo, because these were Mixamo ones anyway. And we'll go from there. So let's see, this one I can kill. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'll do. Just select the default pose here. Like changed on me. That's fine. Save it and revert it. And then that should kill those. Alright, so we're just going to have to grab some new ones. Okay. So So this is pretty important, but to get the rig usable for Mixamo, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of liberties on this. Here, I'm gonna, oops. There we go. I actually keyframe the light, that's why that happens. Let's see. All right. Sorry, thinking for a sec. Okay. So now I gotta get the rig ready for Mixamo. So if I go into pose mode, I gotta do Rigify game friendly on the XP kit. Gave me a problem here. Object has no attribute layers. That might be a problem. Let's see if that might have still worked. Actually, I think it did. Yeah, I think it still did. The idea is that we wanted to make the bone hierarchy basically from one common parent, because the Rigify one doesn't do that and it just causes problems. Actually, now that I did that, will the animations look any better? Let's just grab like this one. No, it does not look any better. Okay. Okay. Another thing I gotta do to get the rig ready for Mixamo is to go find the deformation bones. Go to edit mode. We gotta dissolve these. Okay, that should be fine. Although I actually don't think the XP kit worked. Looking at it, there should be bones called ITD bones. Didn't seem to do it. I wonder if I have to get an updated version of it. That is fine though. I'm going to try to export this as an FBX here anyway. Yeah, we'll just call it FBX. Selected objects. Archer, no leaf bones, only deformed bones. No animation. Should work. Use everything good there. Seem to have a problem with the model. Yeah, the 3D loader can't load it. Wonder what's wrong. Let me see. Maybe Mixamo can load it. Let's give it a shot. Alright, load character. See if this does anything. This probably won't work. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what happened. Alright, I don't think this is gonna work. Yep. Figure out what's going on here. Okay, the rig seems to work okay still. That not so much. Let me revert it. We'll try to not do that first. Okay. Hitbone object has no attributes layers. I'm going to try to see, maybe I need to update my XVKit version. Let me give that a try. Preferences. This was, uninstall it. Let me go find it. Install from disk. Try that. Nah, I'm still getting error. Edit bone has no attribute layers, so if yeah, something's messed up, it might be, maybe it's not compatible with 4.3, Blender 4.3. Let me find, let me go to the official one. 061. Let's see what version of Blender it's compatible with. Here, let's grab it. try this version. Okay, I think it was actually the same version, but that's okay. Let me install this one. Okay. Okay, that one worked. So the version from GitHub didn't work, but the version from Gumroad did, so that's good. So let's go ahead. Let's try to export this again. Just selected objects. I don't think we need to apply modifiers. Armature, form bones. Animation shouldn't be needed. Let me check that again. There we go. This one exported this time. So let's go ahead and see if this will work in Mixamo. Blue character. I might have to also delete those bones, but before we do that, let's test it here. Hey, I'm glad that export to Godot thing helped. That was one of the major reasons why I wanted to make that whole video in the first place. Because back in 2020, I was trying to figure this all out, and there was a lot of issues. So I wanted to try to see if I can help other people not run into problems. I think I might just have to upload this a couple times, see what happens. Mixamo is a little finicky. Multiple people have said that they've run into problems trying to upload their model and it just kept crashing like this. Yeah. Okay, it looks like it came in this time. That's good. Ah, perfect. Looks pretty good too. Alright, good. So now we got the character model in here. Then here. Don't mind the weird look, it's just the vertex colors. Didn't put a texture or anything with the model, so it's just the way it kind of comes in. But it came on the second time, so that's good. So there are a few animations I got. So this one called Standing Idle, I think that's what I got. It's this one. Okay, her arm's a weird bend, has a weird bend to it. Yeah, why is the arm bending weird? I think the Mixamo messed up the fingers too, a little bit. Let me see what this looks like with another animation. Yeah, it's a little bit goofed. Okay, yeah, it messes up the fingers too. I noticed that too, but I thought maybe that was because my rig was bad before, but it looks like it still says trouble here. I want to ask you if I know how to customize your character. I have vague ideas about it, but other than that, I haven't really done that kind of work before. But typically, when they do character customization in video games, they leverage shape keys to let you control basically different aspects of the character's face and other features. So it's just lots and lots of shape keys. I think I might mess with that later today. I'll show you a little bit about that. But like for example, if you're making like a character's face and you say like you want a more pronounced jaw, you can make a shape key with the jaw kind of out like this, and then in the game you give them access to a slider that just controls that value from 0 to 1, and then the game just has to save it basically. Um, as far as like clothing goes, you're just gonna have to model different clothing parts and swap them onto the character. Typically, they will be rigged in the same way as the character. I think in those cases they usually have like a base body, and then you would attach the clothing. Probably just you can use like bone attachments or something like that too. Just a very vague idea. I don't. If I actually like sat down and did it, it would take some time, but I think I could figure it out. It's just that it's also would be a little bit engine specific. Anyway, okay, so we do have a little bit of an issue with the arm. Okay, I'm gonna try something. So this will mess up the rig a little bit, but it's okay. I think if I go here, yeah, I think it's the deform bone I want. Deform. Yeah, there's these bones that say ITD. Those are just cloned bones that XP Kit makes. I don't think we need to worry about touching those. Okay, now I try exporting it like this. I'll increment it too. Yep. See if that helps. Oh wait, that's awkward. That's okay though, because even though I've removed those bones, it's going to mess this up a little bit. We only really need it for Mixamo, because we're going to retarget the animation anyway, so if it's a little bit broken, I think we could still make it work. Let me go back to Mixamo here. Try this character file. Yeah, no problem. I know it's rough ideas. There are plenty of other people who would know how to do that a lot better. But I'd say that's kind of like the rough idea of how you would go about it. It'll vary as well too, whether you're doing like 2D or 3D. Because 2D, you have to draw basically a bunch of sprites and layer them together rather than drawing like one sprite for every combination. Instead, you draw like a head, a body, like, and you do that, and then you just layer them together in the game engine. The concept's similar in 3D, except you would leverage bones to like attach clothes and stuff. All right. Yeah, Mixamo is cool and all, but I'd love to see like an open source version of this where anyone can like contribute animations because the library is very limited here. Um, it'd be nice to see like if there was like a large collection that people could just like upload skeletons and stuff like that to it. All right, I'm gonna just have to try this again a couple times. Um, Another thing I could also do is try using the auto rigger. I don't love that, but I like keeping skeleton more consistent. But if this keeps failing, I could try that. There we go. Yeah, yeah. It's fine. The model's broken, but I only really care about the motion of the arm. So like the arm looks better here. Yeah, the arm looks a lot better. Um, Jacket's a little thing, but I don't care about the jacket there. Um, because the other one had the arm kind of like out. So, yeah, this looks a lot better. I'll give her a little more arm space here. And probably even give her a little even more. Maybe 65. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so we're going to download that one. I want my game to run at 60 frames per second, so I'll take this 60 FPS. Don't need the skin, actually. Keyframe reduction. I don't know if we necessarily care about that. Yeah, that's good. Download that. Let's grab a couple of animations. I gotta try to find the same ones I used before. Do walk. Actually, I might have a list in my downloads folder. Let me check. Type FBX. 3D object. Here we go. So it's called jogging, walking, and then we'll start with that. I'm not going to get the jump ones. I don't think we need that yet. Walking. Was it this one? I gotta get it in place too. Not sure if that's exactly the type of walk I'm looking for. It might be more this one. That's a little bit too masculine. Yeah, maybe it was this one. Yeah, it's okay. Space in arms. That's a little too much. Oh yeah, that's good. Same idea without skin. Yep. All right, cool. And then we'll find the jogging one as well. Which jog was it? This is this one. I do it in place too. Yeah, it does mess up the fingers, I noticed. Yeah. It has trouble with the fingers. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if I wanted to use the auto rigger instead. Um, yeah, I'm actually gonna make it go a little faster too. Kind of like the vibe of it when it's a little faster. Yeah. Download. What is the genre of my game? It's an RPG, kind of inspired by like JRPGs. So it's a kind of a big undertaking, and I do realize I'm also just like not really mentally prepared for it yet. So I'm still doing some stuff to try to get myself in better shape there. Um, but it's going to be kind of like a story driven game, but there's also like a combat engine and like a character progression system. So it's going to be fairly involved, but I'm kind of looking over time to see how I can narrow the scope down a bit more. Also, I'm curious to see if there's any sort of roguelike mechanics I can introduce in the game because that can help with replayability. Not really just for the sake of it, but more so just see if there's anything like fun that can help with it. So we'll have to see. Okay, so I got the jog. Okay, so we'll start with that. I actually don't need to revert that anymore. I can revert this now. I do have to go and convert it though. Okay. So let's do this. And then the way this works is I gotta do import FBX, downloads folder, state modified. Yes, it's gonna be these three. And then there is a way, actually, I believe, if I select all three of them. And then I select my armature and I go into pose mode. I think I could actually do it this way. Bind to crap. Okay, I guess I had to do them one at a time. That's fine. I can do that. Pose mode, yes. So bind to. Yeah, no. I go into here. Let me bind to the first one. And then I really don't like this phrasing here, but it's a to bind. This version is a rigify deform, and we're binding to rigify controls. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And then we gotta okay, it's not quite working. I might have to do it in reverse. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's okay. Okay, and then there's supposed to be, should be bones offset, should just work fine. Yep. Because it's supposed to be the exact same. Yeah, her arms are actually pretty far out here. Let's see. Do match transform now. No, I shouldn't need to do that. Current pose is target rest for now. No, okay, yeah, I'll just do bones offset. That works pretty well. And then there's fixed direction, feed IK roll, copy location, accept fingers. Yeah, accept fingers is a good one. Yeah, it looks like her fingers are actually better now. Yeah, it looks fine. PIK rule. I don't know if I need that or not, but if it works, it works. Affect bones. Retarget bones. Okay, I think that's good. And then if I do bake, should work now. Don't worry about that. Should go away. Alright. If I go to okay, I think one of them is okay, it fixed it. Okay, so this one right here is the run. So we're going to call this jog. We'll save that. I can kill this armature now. Okay. Go to jog. Wait, no, it broke. Alright. Yeah, this is weird. I'm trying to think. Yeah, the order of things does matter. I think exactly where I want to be here. This jog. Yeah, you know what? Let's try rebaking that. Actually, no, I want to be here. Jog. Alright. Sometimes it gets a little goofy. I'll bake it again. Takes a minute. Pop-up should go away when it's done. Or not, that's fine. Select you. Okay, I'm gonna try deleting this one. See if this still works. Yeah, this looks fine. Okay, so we're gonna save that. So jog is there. Not sure what this is. We'll clear that one. We want jog. Yep, jog looks good. All right, and then we'll revert just to make sure everything's cleaned up. Jog still works, so that's good. All right. In object mode, I'll select you. Let's put you in default again. All right. Now go to pose mode again. This time we're going to bind to the second armature. And then if so, it's backwards. There's rigify control to deform, I think. And this is the idle, I think. Bones offset. Actually, it's broken. That's fine. You know what? I know what's wrong. I'll re-import the I'll re-import these two meshes. So we did jogging, let's do walking. There we go. I can select you. I think it was, yeah, controls of deform. And then bones offset. There we go. That looks pretty good. Shoulders are pretty far, but I think it's just the way the animation was anyway. Cool. Everything, let's just copy everything. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, now I can bake it. Bake. Also, let's call this walk. Make sure that sticks as well. Okay, did it work this time? I think so. Object mode. This one is called walk. Okay. If I kill you, does that still work? Yes, it does. It's called walk. Okay, cool. That's good. Let's make sure jog also still works. Oh, it's actually kind of broken. Huh, how did jog break? Oops. Actually, you know what? It might not be. No, it's not broken. It's just that she's like offset. I think it's fine. I just have to. That's okay. Let's go to default. Then jog. Yeah, she's like. Yeah, for some reason it kind of just like. I'll mess with that later. The walk works. Okay. So we'll save that. I was going to kill this lake one. Go to default here. Okay, so we got jog, walk, whatever this pose is. I mean, it's not, I don't need it, but it looks alright. Oops. What's this action? I can kill that too, I think. Okay. Let's try to get the last one in here. How do you animate clothes and port them to Godot? Also, thank you for making tutorials. They've been real helpful. Oh, of course. Guess depends on like what you want to do with the clothes, like if you want to swap between characters and stuff like that. But what I'm doing here normally is I've already just modeled everything I want on the character. And I've also added, actually, if you could see in the meta rig, Is this the wrong meta rig? Yeah, I think I accidentally killed my other meta rig. I think it's okay. I deleted the wrong meta rig, I think, so that's okay. I think I knew I could go back. Pose mode. There's a extract meta rig. It is rigify meta rig. It didn't work. That's okay. Would like to have that back. I can figure that out later. But basically, if I go here, yeah, I messed up and I deleted the wrong meta rig. But if you can see here, some areas your clothes might animate. Like the jacket has this loose flap here. I added some bones too. Also on the sides here, and the skirt is the same way. Basically what I do is for the character itself, I animate the core bones, which would be like the arms and legs and the torso area. And then all these extra bones here aren't animated at all. They're basically hidden from the core animations. So then in the game engine, I use like a jiggle bone add-on and apply it to these bones here so that those will animate kind of like secondary motion. So the core animation still sticks on the character, but the bones here will control the clothing part that should follow along. I also do the same thing for the hair and like these little wings here. The breasts are also the same too. So it's that's more or less the nutshell version of that. Yeah, let me know if you have any further questions on that. I don't know if it's going to be today or not, but eventually we're going to import her back into Godot, and I will set that up. Replace the old model. Okay, so I need to import the last. I need to import the last animation here. Let me do that. I'm also mad that I killed the wrong meta rig, so I'm gonna have some trouble trying to put that old one together again, but we'll see. Import. Yeah, no problem. Idle. Okay, and we'll grab you, pose mode. Align to that one. It was. I have it backwards. Fix everything. Yep, that looks good. One thing I forgot to do when making the rig for Mixamo is I should have removed the secondary bones. Just kept the core body. That's okay. For the most part, yeah, those did copy over. I'll have to remove them because I don't want to have keyframes on those. I want to make sure that they're gone because I want the animation to be controlled by the jiggle bones, and if there's keyframes on it, I think it overrides it. So I want to make sure I remove those. So it should be fine. I just have to take an extra step. No, I can bake this. Let's call this idle. Bake. Okay. Select this, delete. This is the armature. I think there was like, yeah, there's a little bit of weirdness with the leg here. That's okay. These animations are meant to be temporary anyway. Okay, so got jog. Yeah, for some reason she got distorted there. Walk is fine. Okay, so let me clean up some of this. I think I'll redo the jog too, so I'm not sure what that is. Okay, this one is something we can remove. Remove that too. Okay. Okay, save that, revert. Okay, so yeah, we'll redo the jog. This action too, it needs to go away too. I think the way I do that, you go to animation here and just clear the data. And now I should be able to remove, although this is, it's bound to something else. I gotta figure out what it's bound to. Little default. Alright, we'll save that. Sometimes these, yeah, sometimes the animation data gets stuck on something here. I also like to go here, clean up, purge unused data, save that, kill that. Yeah, action 2 is just sticking around. One thing I don't like about, one thing that's annoying to me in Blender is like it's annoying to try to delete animations because you can't delete them unless you remove all the dependencies on it, and sometimes it's connected to something you don't really even have anymore. So this action here is just kind of in limbo. It's fine. Let's go reapply the jog again. BX. Okay, this is good. Okay, yeah, she's not tilted here, so jog. Okay, now I can bake. Okay, so it should be good now. Okay, I could kill the jog, get the walk, the idle, looks okay. Alright, cool. So now I can clear the other animations. Okay, jog's back to normal. Yep, that's good. Let me rename them as well. Idle loop. Add loop to it because if you add the dash loop to it, Godot will import it as a looped animation. So I'm going to do that. Same thing for walk and for jog. And add these to the NLA tracks too. So they go down. So I can go back. I'll just put it in default. Okay, so we got those 3 animations. That's good. We'll have to do all the bow animations too, and that might get a little bit messy. So we'll mess with that next. So wait, that's gonna work. So I'm gonna go to import. I'm gonna actually go append here. There is a bow here. Let's try one at a time here. Let's see what it looks like. Actually, might be a little goofed up. I mean, it's not a good animation to begin with, but it doesn't look like it's too messed up. The arm position might be a little messed up, but it looks like it works fine. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to redo them at some point, but I don't think I need the animations to look that great right now. I just need them to be functional, so that will do. Let me go ahead and do the others as well. Actually, that's mostly correct as well. The hands messed up a little bit. That's okay. I think these ones will probably be better to look at in the game engine once we import everything in there and see how messed up it looks there. But check the third one. Yeah, this one always looked like that. I think I gotta remove the IK stretch on the arms. Yep. Okay. And then we gotta do the other bow animation. This one. I think it was this one. Yep, that's correct. But one thing this does remind me of that's missing is that there should be a handle bone on the rig. So I have to see if I can okay, so I'm going to need that meta rig back. Okay. So we're going to have to figure that one out. This is the old meta rig. Yeah, I can remove this. I'm going to try to, yeah, I don't think we need this one either. We're going to try to extract the meta rig from here. Rigify form. What did it give me? This is the meta rig. This will be a good start, though. Let me hide the armature for a sec. Did like mess up a little bit here. We don't need that work bone. Let me see what's going on here. Face bones. Yeah. Okay, a little messed up. Could be worse though. Let's see what's this one. So all the org bones. Gotta rename all these. Dang it. Alright. This is why you don't delete your stuff until you absolutely are sure. Let's see. Let me try regenerating the meta rig. Do rigify controls. Let's try that. Kill this meta rig. This is the meta rig. Yeah, it still gives me the same problem. Okay, so I'm just going to have to do another thing I could try. Actually, you know what? I got an easier solution to this. Assuming I have this. It might also be in the trying to think. It might be in the blend 1 file. Let me see. Recover last session. Not that one. Okay, that is not it. Let's go here. Recover autosave. Let's see. Let's try this one. Okay, this is good though, because I can grab my meta rig. Cool. So I'm going to copy that. And I can open up paste the meta rig in here. Okay. It did the armature as well. I don't need that. I can delete that. Okay, well we got the meta rig here. Good. Okay, I can delete this one. Armature, I can delete this hierarchy too. Okay. So this meta rig. I'm also going to just call it meta rig. And then should also just make sure this works. Regenerate the rig. Cool. Although I called it armature 1, I don't want to do that. It should be target rig should be armature. There we go. Make sure all the animations still work. Yep. Okay, good. All right, we're back in business here. That is good. So we do have that meta rig. So I'm going to show you what we need to add to it. Should be a bone kind of in between the arm or the hands where the palms are, called weapon L and weapon R. They are deformed bones, but they don't deform anything. It's because they need to show up in the final rig. Let's see, I can close this one. If I show you my old model, I could show you where that bone would be. And we need that so that she can hold the weapon. So if we look here, there's a weapon L right here and a weapon R. So we need those bones. So that's what we're going to add. That's on the meta rig as well. So actually, I think I want to select the whole thing. I guess I could copy it. Let's see if that works. Go to edit mode. No, I just copied the whole. No, that's fine. I'll just add. I want it to be kind of like one of these modes. So yep, kind of like that. Call it weapon. Kind of put it right here, right? Yeah, should be about right. Maybe a little bit down further. Okay, that's weapon L. That should parent to here. Keep all set. This will symmetrize as well. And then let's make sure that these are marked correctly. Super copy with no widget, that's good. I also noticed that these have widgets and I want to remove them as well. Control, there we go. So that, now we can regenerate the rig. Hide that for a sec. Okay, that's good. Now if I go here to deform bones, should have the weapon bone. Okay, yep, we're good. So also just make sure the animations work again. Yep. Yep. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, so we're in good shape here. So what do I do now? All right, so far so good. A little minor setback there, but I think we're in business now. So let's see what we want to do. I want to do a little bit of cleanup here. So bring that file explorer back up. So I have this animation. This is where all the general animations are. I gotta replace them with the new rig and everything. So I'm gonna do that. So yeah, so I have to basically remove everything. I'm gonna do this. Clear the animation data, and I'm going to delete the hierarchy real quick. And then we're going to do a link. I'll link the new model. What is this one? Object, armature, and the model. Okay. Okay, and then we have to do a library override. I think it's selected in content. Okay, so now I should be able to grab. I'm going to remove all of these. Let's go to default. We'll revert. Make sure those are cleaned up. Yep. I can do clean up the data blocks we don't need. Alright, cool. And now I can import the animations from here. So if we take idle, jog, and walk in default. Well, default's already there, but I'll add it. So then we gotta make that fake user idle. It's working, that's good. Jog is working. And then walk is working too. So now these are all fake users, so it's good. So this gives us the ability to go and like animate in here. And then like this also gives us the ability to like make changes in the model file. But this file only really references the rig and saves the animations. So that's the idea here. So it makes it makes it kind of a cleaner workspace to use. So we got all this stuff, and we got this. That also means that I don't need any of these animations here anymore. I can remove them. Just go to default. We could go purge the data blocks. And yeah, sometimes this data doesn't always go away. Gotta figure out. There's a way to find, clean up, manage unused data, actions. There's a purge that, I guess. Okay, so I have to clean up this jog. I can clear the animation data here. I can kill that. This is the new meta rig, right? Yep. compose mode. Hey, it's messed up. Why are we messed up? Rest position. Remove all the IK stretches. This is default. This is fake user. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but I'll just select everything and we'll do it this way. There we go. Then frame 0. Keyframe everything, and then that's safe. So now if we go back to here, we still have all the animations. So yep, we're good. So that's the idea. Keep all the animations in this separate file. That way this file is just the model. And then that will make it a little easier later on when we reuse animations across characters. That's the goal, at least. So let's see. So I got the default here. I don't need the tweaks anymore. So we should be good there. Okay, so you got a few minutes left. Let me check. Version control. I want to check my Godot project here real quick. Add-ons, assets. I feel like I got a bunch of stuff that needs to be saved. So I'm gonna have to check in everything here, I think. First time I've opened Godot in like over a month. 4.4 should be coming soon. I'm very curious to mess with that version. There's a lot of good stuff coming in there. Okay, so what do I have here? Basically, I'm just going to save everything. I'm going to commit it to version control, and then that way, if I mess up, I don't lose too much stuff. All right. So this is like the old model. Swap. How do I swap characters? That's how I do it. Okay. Okay. Oops. Yeah, let me go ahead and I'll just check everything in the version control here. This is not really the way you want to be doing version control, but it is what it is. Just say this is don't really know what's here, but it's important. Ideally, you check in stuff when you actually make it like work, but it's at least as a solo project, you don't have to enforce too much constraints there. It's like sometimes it's just, oh, it looks like I made changes and they're decent, so let me just keep it around and I'll do that. So now I can mess with it. So I got what we want now I don't think I'm going to replace the old one yet. Let's do this. Let's rename this folder. Should still work. Yeah, no issues here. That way I can make a new folder and I can do that. And I'm going to copy these over as well. Materials. Oh wait, that was supposed to be a copy. It's fine. Yeah, whatever. I gotta duplicate too. Doesn't let me just copy paste. That's weird. There we go. Now I gotta export the GLB here. So go back. So we want to make sure that we don't export the solidify, because we'll do that in the game engine. Alright, so let's go ahead. Export to GLTF. Says export, right? Yep. Oh, I don't have my presets. I'll have to add them back. I gotta find, it's here. Our assets, models. Here we go. It's going to be selected objects. I guess I could do visible. Might copy the light over though. That's fine. Visible. Data. Don't need to worry about that. Not going to apply the modifiers. Attributes. I don't think we would do that. Material. We're not going to export a material. Shape keys we will do eventually. Export deformation bones. Rest position armature. I think that's fine. Flatten bone hierarchy. Add leaf bounds. No, I think that's good. Skinning. Include all bone. I don't think I need to do that. Lighting. Don't need that. Animation. Actions. Yeah, that should be fine. We really don't need animation here. I'm going to add this. Let's say character. And then we'll have to play around with the preset if we have issues. I'm going to go back. Let's check, make sure the model looks okay. Yep. Whee! Alright. We'll make a new inherited scene. Cool. And we also have to copy into the, let's copy the base and the, yeah, it was just the base map, right? Yeah. So I'll copy that here. You didn't take it. Go. No. All right. Just copy. It should be able to drag. All right. You know what? Here, I think I have to select the folder. Something's not right. Go in there. All right. Let's do it the hard way. Here. There we go. Now, if I go to the model, I go to material override. I can add this material here. And then they got the outline. It looks like that's fine. We're gonna make this unique. This is let's save this as, actually no, just save. This is I need to figure out where the parameters are. Here we go. I'll bet it was actually this. There we go. Slightly different. The cat's starting to get impatient. He's getting hungry. Okay, now I can save this. Material, yep. Okay, that's good. So that's pretty decent. Yeah, get the light here. Not 100% the same, but that's okay. So we'll save this. Okay, if we look at the old one has just the jiggle bones on it. Okay. So we'll have to copy all the bone attachments and stuff too. And mess with that. Okay. So I want to get to that at some point. Let me copy over the bone attachments here. This should go under here. Okay. This one attaches to weapon L. That did fine. Let's see. It's a transform. Actually, no. Weapon L. I gotta find it. There we go. This handle should be. But this didn't go back to where it's supposed to go. Okay. Yeah, it should auto snap to that location. It didn't do that though. It's fine. It's whatever. So it's going to be here. Chest. Yeah, that's correct for chests. Actually, is it? Yeah, it's not updating the positions. Usually it does that with the bone attachments. That's fine. Let me spine 03, maybe this is spine 04. Whatever. Hips, spine, thigh. Okay, I think I can remove this one. This was for the jiggle physics on the bow, but we don't really need that. this version. Hey, welcome, and I'm glad you enjoy the videos. So thanks for stopping in. Gonna see if I can kind of get the new model up and running in Godot in the next few minutes. Might have to continue next time I stream. I think I might stream tomorrow because I actually have off, so that would be good if I can get around to it. But let's see. Okay, so we got our bone attachments here. And just for copy all these into here, I think they go under the skeleton, yeah. So, oof, that's gonna. Okay, yeah, we'll reload the scene. Okay, you know, let's copy them one at a time. Okay, should be better now. Yep. Breastwork. Yep. Alright, let's grab her little wings. Grab those next. Okay, did I not name the wings properly? Maybe not. Let me check. It is def wing L. Wing R. Okay, maybe I just had to. There we go. Same thing, I wait just to reset it. There we go. So if I do this, there we go. See, they're moving now. Cool. Alright, so notice there's also, she also needs an outline on the bottom of her skirt too. I don't think the rendering's exactly the way we want it here. That's okay. What else we need? We gotta do all the hair. I think the hair should be identical. Let's do the hair here. This will slow down a little bit. This is not. No, it's not slow here. Yeah, I'd probably just have to update them. Actually, it looks like, oh, you know what? I think there's an error here. Yeah, because I think I gotta I know what I gotta do. It's fine. Let's save this for now. Let's see. I think we're good here. Pose mode. I gotta. Where's my XP kit? Huh. Alright, whatever. Let's see. I guess save. XP kit is gone. Let me load that again. There we go. Alright, I gotta do... Every time you regenerate the rig, you have to rerun the Rigify game friendly. It's a bit annoying, but now I can export this again. Use my character preset. It should be good. Kyla. It's gotta go here. Okay, yeah, now it's corrected. That's good. So this is still a little bit slowed down though, but let's see why it's going so slow. Reload it. Okay. Go get the hair bones. There we go, that looks good. Nice. That's the best part. Okay, cool. All right, I need to copy over the other bones. So, okay, we're starting to move along here. So we got the hair, we need the bangs now. These are identical. The scarf should be identical too, so we can do that. Yeah. Okay, there's a little bit of a on the bangs. Yeah, we could fix that. It's not too bad. I have to look and see. I think I may have changed that a little bit on the rig. I think the weight paints, that's okay. The I guess I mean the see kind of how like the top bends. Yeah, I would want to weight paint that a little less. I'm not too concerned about it right now though. What else? If I take the whole character now and I move her, jiggle physics works. Oops. Okay. We do have to add, I think the skirt bones are similar too, but I did add 2 layers of them this time around. How about the bow? Let's try that. Okay, yeah, and there shouldn't be a bowstring R2. Yeah, we can delete that. Okay, that one. We'll delete this one too. Bowstring L. Yep, that's good. Oops. Bow L2. We can delete these two because I know I removed bones here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, we got to get the skirt and the jacket. The jacket's got a bunch of them though. Might have to come back to that. Eventually, the idea is that I'm going to script all of these just because there's so many of them, but I like kind of doing it manually just to make sure it works first. All right. I think this is okay for the time being. Now what we can do, so this is the old one, right? I have in the battle scene, go here. This is, so what's really cool is that I can plop the new one in. And then should be a replacement. Actually, you know what? Give me one sec. I'm gonna name it like that. Do I need a script on it? No, I don't. Okay. Okay, so what I should be able to do is replace the old one with the new one. And I think it's just as simple as that. Let me make sure. Okay. Yeah, yeah, do that. So I gotta do that and a couple things. I gotta do editable children so I can access the weapon handles. And then the animation player's gotta go to the root node. I think it's here. I'm not sure. Armature skeleton is what I want it to be. I think I'm gonna have to play around with this. Okay, no, maybe not. Root node should be armature, I think. Okay, it might actually just be this. Okay, see, it does work. So yeah, there are issues. That's okay. We're going to, yeah, notice her hand's messed up. Her jacket's messed up too, and I think the reason for that is because it was keyframed in the animation. I'll just have to remove them, but this is fine. It's like working. Do but at least it's like so what's cool about this now is that characters replaced, the animations are going to be jank, but it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. And I didn't even place the corrected animations in there either. It like kind of works. I'll just have to mess with the jacket keyframes. But honestly, this is like not that bad. Like the game works with the new model in it, and that's pretty cool. So sweet. All right. So we'll still have to add jiggle bones to the jacket, and the skirt. The bow moves too, so that's cool. I might make the bow a little stiffer though. Still have to import the corrected animations. We'll have to play around with that, but it's looking pretty decent. I have to play around the shader in here too. some point. And there's a little issue with the way the skirt's rendered. I think I have to just play with the vertex paints. Alrighty. So not too bad. I'm gonna end here for today. Just gotta feed my kitty cat, and I think it's a good place to stop. So a little bit of tweaking left to do. I'm not sure what I'll do next. I guess I could stream a little bit more, kind of where we left off tomorrow, but could also look into making new characters or improvements or whatever. Maybe I'll just kind of mess around. I don't really know exactly what I want to do, but it's but maybe just kind of fix some of the issues with the model in the game. Also want to the colors are a little muted too. I might mess with that too, but honestly, that wasn't too bad at all. I didn't even realize I set it up that way where I could just switch the model like that. It worked well, so pretty happy with that. So anyway, thank you all for jumping in. Appreciate the company, and I'll see you next time. Take care.